Hello YouTubers. I'm going to make a quick video because apparently the video that I don't speak in that I threw together on how to do this was too confusing for most. I am going to tell you how to convert any 90s and up electronic four-wheel drive S10s, Blazers, Trailblazers, so on and so forth to manual 4x4. Everybody that thinks that they're intelligent will tell you that it can't be done. They'll all tell you to pay the $800 to replace the module in the computer and blah, 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 blah. And it's all just a complete and utter bullshit that you absolutely do not need. This modification takes about 20 minutes, start to finish. If you have access to arc welder, MIG welder, any type of welding utensils, I mean, I'm sure that you can affix these parts with bolts if you absolutely wanted to. It's just really easy to do with a welder. Like I said, it takes less than 20 minutes, start to finish. You go underneath your truck, you unbolt the four-wheel drive module from the side of the transmission. You do not have to worry about, or I'm sorry, the side of the transfer case. You don't have to worry about any fluid or anything leaking out because it has its own internal seals. Literally, the hole that comes out to this module is the shifter. That's a nice little inside tip that, you know, no dealership or quote-unquote mechanic is going to tell you that is the shifter coming out of it. In front of you are the only parts that you actually have to have: a couple of washers, a nut and a bolt, and whatever you want to make your lever out of. I used a carriage bolt because it was long enough to go from my shifter module up through my floorboard. But it is a very simple process, very, very straightforward. You take apart the module that goes on the side of the transfer case. You can weld yourself on a bar, you know, a bolt, whatever you want. If you put on an armature bar and you bring it out, the farther you bring it out, the less leverage or torque you're going to need to transfer in and out of four-wheel drive. Your front axle will automatically engage like it's supposed to because it's vacuum controlled, and the vacuum control module is on top of the transfer case, so you don't even have to worry about messing with any of that stuff. Literally, this is the only thing you need to mess with, and it's really this simple. You take this little piece out of the module, you weld yourself on a bolt, or if you want to, you know, have just a regular push-pull system, you weld yourself on a little arm, bring it out 3-4 inches, put you a little stud on it. I mean, it's real simple and easy. This is the part that goes into your transfer case. You know, real nice and simple. I cut down my housing when I did this so that I can make a nice little case and everything, so it all fit together real nice and easy. This is literally how it went back on my truck, and my truck is on the road today. I did this modification over 3 years ago. You know, this is the truck that's in my YouTube videos that they pulled me over in my backyard. You know, I mean, it's a great runner. It's a great way to save a bunch of money, and I always prefer having manual 4x4. I'd like to point out that On the Fly still works doing this mod. If you have On the Fly 4x4, your On the Fly 4x4 still works doing this mod. It's just manual. Throw you a couple of washers on the bolt that you put on, you weld together your armature bar, you literally just bolt it on, and you drill a small hole in your floorboard to run the pipe or the bar or whatever you want to onto it, you know, straight up through your floorboard. It's really too simple. It is too simple. You push it down for four-wheel drive, you push it down one more time for four-wheel low, you pull it up twice for four-wheel high. I mean, it's really simple. This is an armature bar that I just kind of like slapped together real quick as an example. You know, obviously it looks like shit. It was literally just some shit that I had laying around to show that if you wanted to, you could make an armature bar, you know, throw the casing over it and everything, make it look all nice and shit, put it next to your seat. I didn't do that. I literally just had this piece come up. I put me a nice little red cap on it from a PTO, and that was it. I called it done. You know, push-pull, four-wheel drive, never had a problem with it, still don't have a problem with it. Great way to save yourself a nice $800 in parts, not including labor. From what I've heard, this job is a couple of $1,000 job to have all these electronics replaced in your truck that are, quite frankly, completely unnecessary. They are 100% unnecessary when you can easily have the manual bar and just switch it yourself. I mean, it's really simple. Like I said, this is the basics of what you're going to end up with. You bolt it back on, you put the 3 bolts back in, and you're done. I mean, it never comes off, it never leaks oil. You're good to go. I mean, this is the way to go if you don't want stupid ass electronics fucking up your truck, making it where you can't engage your 4-wheel drive. Like I said, it works on 90s and up. I've done this personal mod myself to 2003s, 2007s. They're all the exact same.